So, what we're doing with O's bill today, what do we call it? The Black Bullet. The Black Bullet budget bill.
I can call it the Black Bullet.
That's O's name.
What?
You gotta chamber the bullet before you shoot it.
What they got to do with your copy and slogan?
It has been this all for the past 2 days. Actually, for the past months, it's been nothing but crap talk.
And I ain't even been here all them months.
Y'all make sure. Hold on, let me get this around.
I ain't even been here all these months, but still, all this static coming to me. That's crazy.
Yeah, y'all make sure.
I'm just saying, this call was supposed to be done at the same time that mine was.
How? When I'm not even here.
Well,
but that's your fault. I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Wow.
His engine over there on the stand, my car's up and running.
It is running. It is outside. You can't see through the doors, but it's out there. So, but we're trying to get there. We're trying to represent for Team Honda with these with what we've been doing. But we're having a little issue with the tool I made to balance the rods. So, what we're working on or trying to work on, that might work.
Well, all right. So what we have right now is when we was waiting it before without this. He was getting readings all over the place. I was jumping by like 6-7 tenths of a gram.
Which is insane trying to measure for accuracy. And you can't get the thing to measure right twice at all. So.
Right. So as a test, what I did was I actually weighed it in the same spot.
Make sure, by the way, the side with those little divots, you want to weigh on the smooth side. So y'all see right here, like you see those divots. You don't want to weigh on that. You want the bearing to be on the smooth side. That way, is that what you were doing, or you did that on purpose?
Well, I did it on purpose just to test that we can get some consistent readings with the scale. But now that you mentioned that, the reason I put this on here is just for like an even distribution on this axis. Yeah. So I'm thinking that's why it's throwing off the weight.
Yeah. It could also just be the fact that my homemade jig might not be up to repeatable standards. But hey,
it's homemade standards.
That's what happened. You try to save a buck, and I mean it is what it is. But anyway, I don't know if we're gonna get there in this video because we're having issues, and we might actually have to order the real thing. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move over here and. Oh man, I'm gonna reassemble this oil pump that I worked on last time. I might even port this out a little better. But yeah, you can see in there I was able to pour it out. And all you're trying to do when you port these things out is just get it to flow better. And we're gonna increase that pressure right here with putting a shim on this spring. So hopefully, I know my car. Whenever I start it, I do have that shim pump in there, and the daggone pressure is at 100. While driving, it sits at like 80 something. So it definitely works. Yeah, so I'm kind of rambling right now. I think it's time lapse time. Pump, I'm done. As far as poured it, I poured it in there. I cleaned up there, shimmed it, and I also opened up this orifice right here. And so what I'm about to do now is I'm going to reinstall it. I'll put a little bit in there. Make sure that it actually spins. Probably a little overkill. We probably could just use some 30 weight oil, but hey, do what you gotta do. Yes, you do. Alright, so we'll turn. Put some more oil in there.
Okay, cool.
And we're gonna get some 30 weight oil too to put it back in there. Just put a little bit in there. Make sure everything is. Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. No, he's not.
Talking to myself to make sure I'm not going crazy.
You're talking to yourself. I mean, and you're not shooting, YouTube videos like me. Then yeah, you're going a little insane right now.
I mean, if I'm the smartest man in the room, like,
Oh,
I'm not talking to myself.
for true. Huh.
This imaginary padded room he's in.
Hold on.
I know where you live.
I know where you live.
Hey man, there's some pretty cool people in this one.
Alright. That's it. I just gotta tighten these up.
Then I can't get over it.
It's just everything.
If it was going to a field trip, like to a pool place, like zoo or something,
I mean,
we might stop. If it's not going to a pool, can't go.
maybe it's cool people.
No.
That's great.
Yeah.
Alright.
I mean,
Now with that.
that's negligible.
I'm gonna give this a little spinnerooski. Spinning. Yes, I did say spinnerooski.
But
I done told your tail 26,000 times
What?
that this ride needs to be level. Your ride, how is that level, man? But it's like a negative whatever degree slope. Bro.
so explain to me, if I put it in the same position and it gives me different measurements, what difference does it make?
Because the ride got to be level.
That does not answer my question.
I get what you're saying, but the ride got to be level.
All right.
That's what the interweb.
You know what? That sounds like a bad idea.
That's what the professors at YouTube University taught me. That it has to be there, so that's what I'm going with. I took the course, and when you take the course, you got to listen to what?
You gotta ride the horse.
No, you don't ride the horse when you take the course, bro. You're literally just standing over there. Like, what are y'all doing? She's eating the thing. Anyway, what you got going on over here?
Doing my DIY polyurethane mount.
You can hear the music.
Because-
You can hear it. That's insane.
First off, that's my business.
Did you use the ice cube?
I did not. I don't carry ice cubes around in my pocket. Like,
You need to go get the ice cube. Well, actually, you're doing a very good job like that. Like that looks actually very good.
I don't know about very good, but
It looks like an OEM mount.
yeah. So if you haven't seen this, it's just DIY. Use 3M window weld. It's polyurethane in a little tube. Save you a couple $100. They do work. They last for a while.
Yep.
And if they don't, you might be out $20-$30. So what's the big deal, right? It's really no bad side to doing this.
Only thing is,
Transmit very little vibrations. While also preventing the engine from moving too much.
yep.
Drive faster.
Yeah, and you get to have slightly more vibrations in your car, but it's not as bad as solid mounts. All right, so we've migrated away from the what the heck is this? The ride balancer. We essentially found, what did I drop? Oh my god! So yeah, we found out that it was very inaccurate. So we're gonna just stop wasting our time, order the new one, and proceed forward. Like I said, I did finish up the oil pump sitting over there, and now we're moving on to working on his head. So I've done this plenty of times. I'm going to take the back seat and just kind of explain it to him, which actually is perfect because I get to shoot a video explaining what's going on. So the goal of what he needs to do to the head, we are going to be replacing these, I guess, stock, what are they called? Lost motion, I don't know. We're replacing the lost motion assembly with these spring style ones. That'll get rid of a lot of the ticking that usually come with these heads. We're also going to just be making sure that all of his VTEC, like the VTEC lobes and all of the pins on the inside are free flowing. Make sure that like these springs are actually springy. Sometimes they get stuck when you let them sit a while. And we'll go from there. So, are you ready?
Let's get it.
Also, we're going to be switching out. I forget if it's exhaust or intake that has dual springs, but we're just going to be checking. And then if one only has one spring, we're going to be putting in 2 springs in them just for some security because I have extra springs down here. So, first thing you're going to do when you're doing this, we're going to take out these arms which are holding on the rockers. That way we can have clear access to the lost motion assemblies and also be able to do the springs and stuff clear with more space.
Okay.
So what you need to do is on your side over here, this one is covered up by a by this 10mm hex. So you're gonna pop that in there and take that off. I'm gonna set this up while you do that. And I gotta grab one more thing that I forgot. So yeah, set that right there. You got it out?
Yeah.
Alright. There's a bolt that I gotta get. I think it's just take this, just screw that in there. I know it's gonna sound crazy, but just kind of push it in there and screw and see if it kind of takes in there.
You caught.
Okay, cool. So that's a 17mm bolt. And over here, I already put the screw in here. So give that a tug right there. The screw right here, man. And then pull that up. You're gonna have to wiggle it and pull. All right. Yep. All right. And you can do this one too, right there. Yeah.
And these are.
That's essentially what's that lines up the rods that are in there. Just kind of screw it in there a little bit. And pull that. And this is just maintenance I like to do whenever I get any head. Again, with them sitting this long, the valves and whatnot can get frozen. So we'll take like some WD-40 and just clean this up. It is a bit, oh man. They won't focus, but they're just a little old or whatnot. All right, so now you got that. Pull that bolt that you got right there. Not pulling?
No.
All right, so let's cut these zip ties. It might be too much pressure on that. Yeah.
Power.
All right, so you got each of those done. Yeah, pull. All right, nothing. All right, we're gonna have to get creative. Let's try some leverage. Take that.
Let me see. Presses.
Well, we could also we can go from the back from this side, and you can just kind of hammer it, and it'll go out.
Okay.
And we got these two off, and this is just because it was stuck. So now I'm just gonna take the hammer and just kind of. You see it come through?
Yeah.
So now that it's through, go on that side. Take that. Pop this one in here. Never mind. I was wrong. You can't go that way. Come back this way. Alright, you see? Just. Alright, so that's all right. Just want to get this lubed up. And then, once that's out, we're just going to lift it up. Just set them where they came. Not that it matters, because everything's going to get clean anyway. I'll let you do the other side.
Alright.
Yep. You're like, what the hell, Trey? What the hell are we doing right now? And why? And get some hits on that jank.
Say no more.
Yeah. Alright.
Alright.
Here, you can use one of these bolts if you want. I might just pull out now. I don't really need to. I shouldn't really be recording this part. But let's see, pulling them. You see all of them dropping. Yep. Yep.
Cool beans.
All right, so we got the rods out. Now, next thing we're gonna pull out these LMAs like I was talking about, and we're basically gonna be throwing these things away into the bit bucket. This one right here does work. You can see it, the spring works. But if you can get that out while I keep talking, it'll be straight. I'm trying to find one that may be stuck. But these, if one of these goes bad, you'll typically hear, it'll be like a ticking sound when the car's running. It'll be like tick, tick, tick. And that's at idle, or just giving it some gas. They do get stuck. And this one's stuck in there. All right. Oh, you got free hand. Show them what's replacing what. So the spring, honeycomb style, or whatever you want to call it, beehive, is replacing that. And it literally just drops straight in. These are OEM Honda ones. Pink bag alert. Part number is that. If y'all don't know about them, they're very, very good investment to put into your head if you're doing one of these B series heads. All right, so you get to do some fun now.
Oh snap!
You take a socket. Yeah, you can use a tool and pop them off, but it's not fun. Take a socket. Take a hammer. Just hit it. And voila. You get your valve spring off. And you're ready to do the next. You pick up the keepers. Pick up your keepers. And good to go.
Smooth money. All right.
Yeah, so knock those out. And I'm going to get the inners down here. We got LMA is gonna be the last thing we do. Yeah. All right, so we got all that out here, and man, we just springs have no other color. I quite frankly don't care what it is. It's going in here, and that's the end of the story. The way I see it, 2 springs are better than 1. Mm-hmm. And this is we're literally just doing this for preventative maintenance, just like a maintenance is all, or preventative maintenance, I guess. I don't know. Security blanket. That's it.
There we go.
So yeah, we're gonna leave the top one stock. We're gonna work on these. We do have the tool right here. I need to grab the bolts for this, but literally pop that in there, and then we're able to put the keepers back in there. So yeah. All right, y'all. So catching back up on the last one. He's already got the valve spring compressed. He has both keepers on the valve stem. And then he's about to back the tool off. And what this does is seat the valve spring to the valve. And that's what the keepers does. And that's why this tool is necessary. If you don't have it, game changer. You seat it? Yeah, it's sealed. So, like I said, now that that's done, we've went through and we put the double springs on all the exhaust valves. Again, that's just for maintenance purposes.
Extra durability.
Yes, extra durability for sure. I went through while O was doing all that, and I was able to clean. I was able to go through and clean each of these lobes. Now, like literally, if I pick it up, it falls. Like that's the type of free flow that I want when I put the motors back together. That tells me, this one had its own little mind. But regardless, that tells me that when the oil pressure's there, there's no restriction. That VTEC gonna crack, yo. You understand what I'm saying? Anyway, yet again, you drop it in the LMAs. It's as simple as drop. You're missing one more. Well, 2 more.
2?
1, 2.
Oh, damn. Am I tripping?
I took the head up.
It's done.
Probably underneath here. Yeah, there you go.
Playing games.
Alright. Found the two hidden suspects. Just pop it in. Boom. And boom. And just like that. Now we're gonna pop back in the VTEC stuff. So literally this is a hold this, man. I just want to show 1 or 2, and then we'll be able to be done with this, and we can wrap up. Here you go. It's just simple. It doesn't really matter which. I mean, yeah, you can, but it doesn't matter. Take 3. One with the hole, one with the longer one, and the other one with just that. They go together. You come over here. These are both the same. Both these rods are the same. So if you misplace them, don't worry about it. You're fine. They're literally same damn thing. Alright? So take it over here. You go one at a time. You get your rod in. Actually, you should probably do some lubing. Lubing, tubing. Drop a little bit of lubing down the hole. It goes directly to the galley. You're fine doing that. Alright, so put that in there. Get a little bit of lube. You go one at a time if you want. Just drop the entire thing in. The entire setup. It can only go in there one way. And it'll be tight. Like you'll know it's in there. Oh, I had the rod in too much. Alright, so I got it in. I'm pushing. I got one. Now push to the other one. Got that lined up. Now 1/3. They're all in.
Hey.
I still should need some more lube in here, man. Like that.
Bruh.
Nah, man, I ain't doing what I need to do.
Bruh, you just stuck it in, bruh. You gotta give it time, man. You gotta play with it a little bit.
And, there we go. That's what I want to hear. Right there. And lube in here.
Be liberal with the lube.
Yeah, I know it's on the bench, but I'm trying to. I need to get this rod in there. I'm just trying to get it to go correctly. So, asked me. This clip will get put in after I've already closed the video, which you haven't seen yet, but you'll see that shortly. So basically, I forgot that I did not show putting this back in, so we're going to continue as if nothing happened. So anyway, what I'm doing right now is the OX. Doesn't matter how this rod goes in.
Valid question.
The answer is no. Well, it will, but not now. So, when this goes in, these little pieces that we took off in the beginning, they sit right here. All right? So, you can imagine this, you can see it on here. It's sitting in here, through there. And this locks it and keeps the cam there. And I believe that's also what's shooting the oil up, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. I ain't looking at those schematics. But regardless, all you have to do to get it to line up down here, like if you can you see in there?
I'm zoomed in.
Like look in the hole. That's gonna be extremely hard to catch. But like, all right. So right now I don't have it lined up, and all I'm doing is taking that bolt and turning until I see. Boom! There it is, right there.
There you go.
And then you just pop this on in. Now you can zoom out. Now, like the experienced professional that I am, I forgot which one of these goes in the intake part. So when you do that, all you need to do is grab. Oh man! All you need to do is grab one of your cam caps. This one is the intake. So it sits over here, and as you see right there, it has a recess cut, and it sits right in there like that. The exhaust one. Is this the exhaust? The exhaust one, E1, has a recess. This one sits in there. So this can't go in the exhaust, and this can go in the intake, but it's not going to sit right. So that's that, just in case you had any questions or anybody got kind of lost on it. And no, I know this isn't a how-to, but you might be watching and just get curious and have the questions yourself. So now that that's in, the rock arm is locked. I can remove the bolt, and then we can put these these on. We got one done. Oh, you're gonna do the last one, lock it all in, and then we'll be done, and then you get to see the closing clip of the video. Great job. All right, so this video is kind of all over the place with what we should have been doing a ride balance. Yo, this is like the second video that we started supposed to be balancing rides, and that one ride got balanced. Like my first. Anyway, next video we might be balancing some rides finally. But yeah, at least we got to get some work done on the head. I finished the porting of the oil pump. If it happens again, what we're going to end up doing is starting on epoxy in this block, because that needs to get done. We need them that epoxy sleeve support, and then as long as we move it forward, that's all we can ask for. So, hey, thank y'all for watching. Like, subscribe, and we'll catch y'all next time.
I really need to explore this camera more. All right, so we went through the head. We're pretty much finished installing, doing our modification with the double springs. Everything's put back together, lubed up. Not everything. We got a couple odds and ends still out, but the main objective is accomplished. And now, I don't know what Trey's doing. Well, I know what Trey's doing, but I'll let him explain it.
I'm nothing worth explaining.
Yeah? I'll take that.
Not today. I think we're done.
All right. But thanks for tuning in. And yeah, I don't have a cool outro. Peace out, y'all.